And our newest sponsor, Stream Supply Co. Got all your streaming needs, everything you can think of from keyboards, headsets, microphones, monitors, mice, and webcams, and more. Make sure you go check them out. And when you use at checkout code GROCK, GROCK, you will get 5% off any purchase. So, link is in the description, and so is that code. Welcome back, everybody. We are back. As you can see, not much has changed. I did add a few mods, so if you notice, my toolbar is a little bit more colorful. Let's see here. Yeah, the tool, and the weapons, the tools all look a little nicer. The consumables all look at this pretty. It's all pretty. I did add in. Let's see. Some of them I won't get until progression opens up, but let's see. You put on build and repair. So that is small hydrogen. Somewhere in here. There it is. Build and repair system. I did get that popped in. Also, I did add in the automatic ore pickup. Basically, just a few quality of life things. Now, supposedly, I should be able to go in now into production. Let's see. I'm not sure where it is. Let's see. I may not be able to do it until I actually get a full-blown assembler, but I also added in some synthetic ores, so we shall see how that plays out. Just some, as you can see, gravel kind of changed a little bit. The computers did change displays. It just makes it a little bit more appealing. I just like the way they look a little bit better. So our next thing to do here is to work on getting this bad boy over there. So make sure we get everything out. I'll go ahead and grind him down. Take you two. Alright, so we should be able to what's that? Respawn? What is it? Not medical bay. I don't know. I don't remember. I should have looked at what it was named. My brain just went. So yeah, survival kit. There we go. The survival kit. Throw that here. For him, should have just about enough. Minus a few steel plates. So take those out. Do that. I need 10 steel plates. Let's see here. Section 100. Let's try 10. There we go. Now we do have to go and dig up the ore. So we dig up as you can see, the rocks that you can see my inventory just going straight up with the automatic ore pickup on the side. It says collecting. This is just some kind of one of those quality of life mods that I really enjoy, really like. Now, once you get full, you run over here, fill that in. This bad boy will grab them. We'll look at production. 5, 6, 8. I did not just do that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll just take it out of this block. Yeah, everything will be fine. There we go. Now we have a way to replenish our energy back up. Now comes some fun stuff. This is definitely something I like to do also. Let's do a drill. There. So what we're going to do here with this drill, more steel plates. So steal a few more from this guy. Put him here because he'll actually be able to dig a little bit there for us, which is okay. I'm going to get rid of the original one, because this is going to help us in the long run, because we're going to be able to actually pull out a lot of ore fast. And this is going to kind of fast track us. Now, the other thing we definitely need to make sure we find is some cobalt, because we really need to start getting some metal grids, especially for the next steps of our expansion. I mean, these rocks are cool and all, but it's not as good as if you have everything. So, once again, just go bam, drop that in there. That in, goes out. That work. So let us, now there is a slight secret here. Gotta go up a little bit to see it. So we're looking for some ores. So we're looking for black patches in the ground. Not always will you see it up in this like mountainous, but when we get over here into the more of the actual grasslands here, they stand out a bit more. Gotta get a little higher. Not quite like that. Those are trees, but should be able to start seeing some dark patches on the ground. And do a little fly around real quick. We got plenty of jet. The hydrogen there. This also will let us see a little bit of our surroundings. As we look, there we go, right there. That's what we're looking for, right in that area. pull our drill out. As we get closer to the ground, you know, it starts disappearing. And that's okay. And we should start seeing stuff show up on our HUD. So by kind of running around a little bit. Of course, for whatever reason, it doesn't seem like it is going to really cooperate here, which is no problem. Kind of want to head back toward the base a little bit. Sometimes, you know, I think it's more of the tree shadows is what we're seeing here, so that definitely will impact it. Let's see. Nothing there. But this also kind of gives us an idea of what we're looking at, also terrain-wise. Once we start getting, you know, maybe a rover down or something along those lines. So definitely give us some ideas here. But one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here. Up to the snow. As you'll see, it'll give us ice. Ice is going to be a very big determination here because a lot of times for us to be able to keep our jetpack up and running and whatnot, we are going to need that. So we'll go ahead and fly back down. Got a respawn pod down here, still upside down. Alright, so what we can do is we can actually throw that in there. I can't quite get the... There we go. And you see, I still have quite a bit left. So that's the other thing I definitely need to do is to make sure that we are getting ice. We need to get a... You can kind of see I did also add in a skybox. This is from Six Dice. He was a friend of a bunch of people who I'm friends with, and he passed away earlier this year, so late last year, early this year. So definitely we want to make sure to, that's kind of been kind of a thing with all of us, is that we use one of his skyboxes. So as it gets darker, you'll start seeing more and more, and then you can kind of see it pretty cool in the reflection here. But yeah, once this is one of the ones I really like. This is fantasy one, and yeah. All right, so we're going to go ahead and drop off some stuff. That way we just have enough to get rolling again. Go ahead and fill up our inventory one more time. Hopefully, that'll make it fun. Go. Okay. It's going to take a little bit of time to get this up and running. And once again, starting off is always going to be a grind because you need to get the base components and whatnot going. So that's why there's some people that say, "Oh, I like the game, but I hate the grind." So, I mean, which I can definitely understand. It's just that, sometimes this part of it I really kind of enjoy. The early game where you're actually able to see your progress with what you're building and everything else. So, but being that our respawn pod is basically the survival kit there has been moved over, we are able to actually go in and that respawn pod may just get torn down for parts. For the moment. A little bit more of that. We need large steel tubes. Check that was. I think I already grabbed them. Okay. And that's why we need to get this going, because it can actually mine some of this and it'll actually fill up this and just give us like ungodly amounts of resources. So it's kind of one of those nice things that we're on a hill. If we weren't, it would be a little bit different, just for the simple fact of we have to use pistons in order to move everything up and around. So the hill's actually going to go to our advantage. Right, another load. Go here, pick up some of those. Okay, so it's starting to get dark, so we want to turn our light on so we can actually see what we're doing. Yes, the suit comes with a light. And one of the nice things with this ore pickup, it'll pick up even those ores that are sitting there. But I do like the idea of, typically I find an ice base or an ice lake, because that gives you pretty much unlimited hydrogen on top of other materials. So I tend to like to go that route, but with the snow caps up there so close, it's actually kind of nice. So go. Yeah, so I had some people asking me about what this hardcore server is. It is literally what it sounds like. It is going to be hardcore. The idea originally came up from a friend of mine in Mesrons named Rev Devanelik. You can find him over on Twitch. And essentially, he decided he was going to make the hardest scenario he could find. And myself and Mesron have been putting ourselves through several iterations. One of the most evil iterations was literally a drop pod. You spawn into this pod that's up in the air, and then you drop, and you have this thing called a ripcord. And you had to throw it out, and give you a little seat and whatnot, automatically set you down in it. Yeah, we decided we're not going to go that far with it this time, just because, there's only so much that you can do before the brain goes, nope, not doing that anymore. I may have to also see if we can get the that may actually not be a bad idea either. See if we can get the Triton Z server up and running again, which we had a zombie from a good friend of ours, Sectan. We also had a bunch of mods from our good buddy Skeleton on there. And then you have to watch because it is voxel based, so sometimes you just, when you mine stuff out, you get a little piece just sticking there. Right. So we need just the steel plates, and we're good to rock and roll. Oh, look at it, it's getting foggy. Fun. Yes, weather is enabled on this. That's one thing that they added in. As you can see, the skybox is starting to poke through a little bit more. Such a beautiful skybox. Okay. Even better when you're up in space. So we hope to get to space here within the next few episodes, just because there's some stuff up there that they're going to need. But we can't find on the Earth-like planet. Things like uranium. Uranium's not here. I know there's mods where you can put it on there, but I'm okay with certain mods. Other mods, I kind of like like quality of life type things. I'm cool with things that like utterly break the game. There has to be a somewhat of a balance. So you have to have some kind of balance there with the game, or it just isn't fun anymore. Okay, so oops. And one thing I am going to do is I do have these items right here. And you guys see me do it, really these things aren't doing me any good because I don't need them right now. So we can go in and disassemble those, put those into the basic assembler, and that'll give us some more resources that we can definitely work with in order to get things rolling a little bit better. So first off, we don't need any more of you. And then we're just going to go and disassemble. Oh, disassemble? Yes, no? Let's take a look at our turbines here. Wind clearance is poor. Okay. So I'm not really getting a lot of juice. So what I'm going to do is turn off the assembler. Okay, well, maybe we won't disassemble things. Alright, well, we'll just stick it in here for now until we can... Yeah, we're definitely going to have to get the power situation taken care of here. So... Hey. Hmm. Why you no work? Why you no work? All right. Something's going on definitely. So let's take a look at this. Production is okay. Max wired and input is good. Toggle it off. Toggle it back on. It's fine. Assembler. Toggle you on. Wherever you off. Okay. So, oh. Hmm. Oh, there goes the sunlight. We may have to backstep a little bit here just to get everything rolling more. Okay. Now, we're going to try something here that's going to be a little crazy, but we're going to try it anyway. So we're going to go into our control panel. Let's see. I do not have a gyro on me. Okay, not a problem. But I do happen to have go. I think all right, let's see if I can get it from here. Yes, I can. You do this anyway. Okay. Leaves me 2 of those. That's fine. We'll see if this will help at all. A little bit. Oh. Okay. There we go. All right, looks like it's going better. Yeah, look at that skybox now. It's so pretty. I love it. Okay. So, still going to be a little short, but not by much. So, looks like everything's back on and running now. I'm definitely going to have to work on the power supply. Normally I usually go up a little bit higher, but I think because of the way... It's been a while since I played this. I think they may have changed some of the ways that the wind works. They've actually put in some sort of wind thing. I don't know. So we shall just kind of roll it and see. Hey, we are 80 plates short. All right. So, as we like to say, back to the diggy diggy hole. And don't forget, if you actually want access to the hardcore server, you can get that through my Patreon. Link is down in the description there. You may have to open up a couple things just to see it, but for the more info there, definitely make sure you're in there. Also in either my Discord or my Guilded server. A lot of great people in there. A lot of other great content creators are in there too, in both YouTube and on Twitch. So I definitely ask you to support my friends, because they always support me. So that's the least I can do. Help some friends out. Because if you're not playing games with your friends, you're doing it wrong. Alright. Looks like we're going to have to go a few more times and get a few more loads of rock. Just going to go ahead and drill for a little bit more. Okay, that'll give me a nice little pile down there just to be able to grab. Right. And then yep, we're gonna get this stuff sorted. Once I get the drill up and running, it'll just be a matter of time before we will be actually setting pretty here. Alright, so getting in the home stretch here. Let's see. There should be another full load, give or take. Yep. Now, one reason I'm not using the stone production into stuff from the survival kit here is just because it seems like you get less out of it. And I believe you do. Also, it doesn't get rid of everything. It has to have a minimum amount to process. So we definitely want to make sure that we have enough of everything to be able to process it and to be able to do everything up and running. Now, once I start getting mass quantities of rock and I just can't keep up, then, I'll look at, bringing that online, but, just as a secondary, essentially. But the biggest thing that's going to be our holdback getting to the next level is going to be cobalt. So we definitely have to find that. We're going to need that for our next tier of the assembler. Also for the refinery. Should have enough rocks. Just be careful when you're in a cave, because you start running and you don't know which way you're running. You could be running right into a wall and you don't know where your exit is. So
inventory full.
Yep. Go. Four away. Okay, so means it should be like one or two more little oh, look at all these little guys. Happy little rockets. That and should do it. Yes, it's online. Alright, so I'm going into the control panel, drill, toggle that bad boy on. Look at that, look at that, look at that. And if you look, it's getting stone, it's pulling stone in. It's not doing a whole lot, just for the simple fact of, you know, it's not really biting in, but that's okay. It's a start. It's a definite start. We'll just let that run for a little bit. Because even though it's picking up little bits of stone, so it's still going to be producing everything that we're going to need. See, there we go. We're starting to get some iron in there. Some nickel. And just plop, 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 plop. This will start getting us some stuff that we need. So, I think the next thing that we're actually going to need is going to be let's see, clear off some of this stuff. Use a battery. I haven't seen the warfare battery yet, so we'll just go ahead and do that. And then what's nice is we can just add that in production. It's going to get us that. Boom. And this build is the same for either way, so that's fine. Like I said, with this drill going, truthfully, I really would like to get a better drill point. Actually, no. That's way too much stuff. What's going on? Okay. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Add that to the build planner. There we go. Put that in production. Is he doing it like 4 times? I don't know, but there we go. That's everything we need. So this is giving us a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is now that we actually have this built, drill off. I've got all the components. Oof. Now, you see. It's not going to let me place that. But one thing that I can do is kind of dig it out just a little bit. It gives me an idea of where I need to.
Energy low.
Yes. Energy's so slow. I know. Nope. Now, this is actually going to give me right up to that, and I'm going to start getting mass quantities. I'm basically just moving this around. Once I have this basically taken care of, I guess I can just do this. Now we're going to see some stuff coming in. Yeah, look at that. It's just going to roll right in. Right. Fill up the suit. Okay, there we go. Got all the juicy juice back. And it's still pulling. If you look, I'm starting to get those pieces that I need to build that battery. Takes a lot to do, but work a little slow here. That's okay. Because I got an idea. Usually when I say this, I'm told no. There's no one here to tell me no. So I've got an idea. And I can see my friends that I play. There it is. Put that stuff in. I'm going to put this stuff in. There we go. Now, this is where it gets fun. So, shoot. That's not the one I needed. Damn it. Okay, that's fine. first. That one is for what I want to do. I need an advanced road, not just a regular road. So the big difference between the two is that the advanced is going to allow me to do things. So I'm going to get in here. Control panel, advanced. I am going to share. What is the... So, and what we'll do is we'll start with that. That. Some of you see what I'm doing, going, oh, I see what he's doing. Okay. That was weird. The bad part is I'm going to need some steel plates. So, yeah. You know what that means? Taking some of the ship apart just so I can get some steel plates. The one reason is I want to do the rotors because then that will allow me to do several passes or like a huge small pass. And then I'll be able to collect a lot more than what I'm currently getting. So that's kind of the idea here. Oh, let's go! Alright, so I think this is where we're going to leave this one for today. I'm gonna work a little bit off camera, get this stuff all up and running, and then next one we're gonna go look for cobalt. Yeah, cobalt. I'll leave you with 6 Dice's beautiful fantasy sky. And I'll catch you guys next time.